Hello dear viewer, I'm leesusss. Welcome back to Amnesia, Machine for Pigs, and probably very little that you can see in here, because we are down in the basement, presumably where the machine for said pigs is. We've got some big old barrels here. What sort of barrels these might be? I mean, they could be water storage, it could be, well, it's steam coming out of that one. Where's that steam coming from? Just out of the walls. Okay, presumably that was the explosion that knocked down the steps that we were on. And I think of brewing, but brewing usually I would think would be copper and stuff like that. Nothing else. Anyway, we can't get back up there. We've got to go through the downstairs, and we'll keep our lantern on for now.
Come on, slow coach. It's this way.
So you can see. I don't know if they're talking to us or not. As I said before, I get the strong feeling that we are... Either these aren't our children, or the reference to the bad man it sounds like we're a bad man. You know what I mean? We don't sound like the nicest person in the world. I know the point of Amnesia is we've forgotten what we're like, which is very convenient for storytelling purposes. Oh, telephone again. But also discussions like on the telephone and on journals and wax cylinders certainly sound like we're not very nice. More tools. Okay. What does a mysterious voice on the telephone have to say to us?
The shaking ground you feel is our attempts to clear the floodwaters. Treachery, Mandus. We were undone. Your children are trapped by this act. You must find them before it is too late.
What do you need me to do? How can I find them?
Always deeper, Mandus. Through the piston room and into the tunnels. Then find the bilge and flush the rotten water. I will help you where I can. But you must be swift, my little friend.
Okay, how are our children upstairs but also down here? This is what I mean about our children being trapped. I know, my little friend is also a strange phrase. My little green friend. I mean, why would you use that term? Okay, what's this? What does that say? FF something. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Like a core sample? But more cupboards we can't go into or hide in. Maybe the mechanics will change. We do have a hiding mechanic later. That's more what I expected. Open the door up. Was to have to hide. Lovely ornate machinery. Remember, the main purpose of the game is to scare us. You know, you don't see the monster very often in these games, and if you do, it's like, oh, you haven't been sneaky enough and you've been caught and then killed. Just a machine falling apart. It's about freaking us out. That is the purpose of the game. Yeah? Loving the environment though. Feels very real, doesn't it? You know? Like great big pumps over there. They're trying to pump out the bilges, aren't they? Yeah? Or pump out the bilge. Hello? He was kicking barrels around, huh? He was doing it. As I said, I'll try to keep the torch on as much as possible. So you can see. We can't see anything at all. It's either more or less scary, isn't it, really? Right, okay. We have what looks like a knackered fuse there. Are we fuse... Don't put your hand in there. Are we fuse replacing? That's that. So, okay. So if we close the switch, it's a classic... we call it... You usually call it a knife switch, don't you? You can see there's a lock on it, can't you? Look, there's like a blockage there. Okay. Throw the switch, Igor. That sort of switch, you know? So we need to grab this out of here. Which I wouldn't normally say was a good idea. But fine. Also a very thick fuse as well. I mean, how much voltage has that got going through it to be that big? Here it is, see? Look at that. It's a big old bit of plate, isn't it? Not a couple of wires, it's a great big piece of copper. I'm guessing. Another one of these. Is that a bottle again? We're going to use that as a fuse? Looks like a battery. Isn't it? Oh yeah, it's like well, it's got an amp on there, 1000 volts, FF1QA. Well, there's one back there, don't we? If we need to, we can go and get the other one. Can't we? What the Q stands for, I don't know. Usually fuses are in amps, yeah? Not in voltage. Voltage is important, but ampage is the bit for the fuse. So what has that done for us? Oh, we've got a winchy bit, look. We can do some winching. What purpose the winching will serve us? Oh, there's a... Come on, Mandus. Do the... I have to do a big circle with the mouse. Okay. We winched down. Did we make a ramp? I think we made a ramp. There's no point in winching up. We were lowering something like a ramp down or something, weren't we, to make access over there. We have another fuse. There's fuses everywhere. Look at this, loads of them. Thousands of them. Okay, remember that. It's a fuse there, and there's a fuse by the entrance. And then, excuse me while I briefly do this. After you've done a change like that, I'm expecting a spookums after you've done a change in a game like that, yeah? Something will have changed. Oh, it's open. Look, there you go. What's that about? What's this little box here? It's quite a nice little box, isn't it? Little locked box. Not quite sure what you're keeping in that. Machine's not happy. With a box that doesn't do anything. That's just a decorative box, isn't it? We've seen those upstairs. Got another gate here.
Bandaged feet and eyes. Small bones in the orchard. I have carried this world on my back with its legs about me. Damn this wretched soul. I am given birth to nothing but machinery.
What are you talking about, Mandus? You have got a couple of little blonde-eyed children. Enoch and Edwin. They're not nothing, mush. Feeling some regrets is good, though, for the bad things that you've done, because you've done bad things. Oh, we've got like a release mechanism. Look, we're supposed to release a barrel to go down the ramp. Mind your head. Here it comes. What good said barrels are? Maybe they're just in the way where you can go past the barrels now. There's any use in doing barrels, is there really? Yeah, we can go up, look. My little Victorian man legs wouldn't be enough to jump over a couple of barrels. So this one's alright, the fuse is okay, look. In fact, it's on already. No, it's not on. Oh, just look, it's right, it says pigs gauge. Why does it say pigs gauge? It's gauging how many pigs you have. Maybe he's using like horsepower, you know? We've got pig power instead of horsepower. And I think horsepower has been around for a very long time, so I don't know why you would. Well, I guess horsepower comes from the age of steam, doesn't it, you know? How powerful is you? There was something about that, I seem to remember that. Something about why horsepower is used. Google it. As unreliable as Google is these days, because of people effing around with it. I know, I feel bad about Google as well. It makes me want to cry sometimes. Look up about horsepower. Where it comes from, the term. It's a made-up term. Just someone just gone, you know, I'm going to call this horsepower. That's how powerful my engine is. Oh, yeah. Not like it. I don't think they're actually comparing it to horses. I'm sorry, I should be more scared than I am, but I'm not. Oh no. Does that mean our fuse is blown? Let's have a look. You'd think it would close the door again if it was blown. Get out of the way, barrel. Oh god, let's have a look. Flipping machinery. Oh! Changing fuses. Messing about. I do enough of that sort of stuff in my own life, thank you very much. Fixing things and replacing fuses and the like. Can we not have it in video games as well? Well, it seems to be fine. I don't actually mind. I kind of like fixing things. Makes me feel good to fix things, even if it is just something as simple as changing a fuse. They want a lot of boozing, don't they? There's booze everywhere in these places. Right. Ah. Okay, we can't go that way. We can go higher up, though. Yeah. So today's a Sunday, by the way, and I often, I not uncommonly record on Sundays, which you might well know if you've been here before. That means at some point I've got to go and check my Sunday roast. Am I ruining the immersion by telling you that? Yeah, exactly. That's my Sunday roast. Acting up. Ooh, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's do this quickly. We'll come back to the roast. We've just had a little save point there. It's quite a nice roast. Don't. It's a chicken one. I did a spatchcock big chicken. I've got to go and check on it in a minute. Have we now got a roving monster we need to avoid? Feels like we're heading back to where we were. Is this a familiar bit where we already were? We need a fuse. Did this maybe go to where that other door was? Risk a quick peek. Sort of storeroom down here. We're going to get another fuse. There's a piece of paper. Oh, I like pieces of paper. What does this say? August 19th, 1899. Von Rechenbach writes of the odic force, whilst that ignorant charlatan Blavatsky pontificated upon the soul. Okay, I don't know who von Rechenbach was. It sounds familiar, I'm not sure. Blavatsky is the classic charlatan mystic who was busy all over Europe. About Madame Blavatsky. Talking nonsense about ancient societies and just cobblers in general to try and grift some money out of people. Sometimes linked with the Nazis, but how close that actually was, whatever. They are both cretins. I agree, probably too. The odic force, I should know that, I would think, but I don't. I'll have to look that up in a minute. Back to the Google again. To think one could strive for such great heights without wading first through puke and innard, without standing upon an architecture of bones. Montezuma was the wiser, but here in our temples of steel I have witnessed the severed head of a man recently trampled to death by a runaway carriage, immersed in a solution of the Brennenburg compound, open his eyes and cry, "Oh, where are my legs, sir? Where is my body?" We are breaking through the barriers of death itself. Oh, my dead darling Lily, it is too late for you, but I promise you this. I'm quite relieved by that one anyway. I thought it was going to be like, okay, you're going to try and resurrect the dead wife. But no. I will save our children from death. Oh, and if need be, I will wrench them back from the blackness with this wonderful concoction. Okay, so he's been revivifying things, bringing them back to life. The children have died? Why did that happen? That's not been mentioned before. They were fine. Maybe that's the point where he's saying that he's he's got nothing but machines he's created. He wants to bring the children back from the dead, which always works out really well in stories. Here we go, here's that bar we saw earlier, so we know where we're going. Let's, why's my torch flickering? Don't do that. What's that thing? There's a fuse in here somewhere. This is where we were. This is one of the first machines we came to. There's a fuse in there, isn't there? Now remember, that's the broken one. Our vision goes all funky and flickery if we get close to a monster. Would it be nice to have an inventory? Just stick it in your pocket, Mundus. Have you not got any pockets? Gentlemen who have pockets. I like to have as many pockets as possible. Hoodie tops are nice, but particularly hoodie tops with pockets in them. If I didn't think I'd look so ridiculous, I'd go as far as like a fishing vest or something to have more pockets to hold more crab in. Anyway, enough about me. Shove it in, mate. Shove it in the hole. There was like a yell in the background, like a "Rawr!" I'm not quite sure if it was mechanical or beastly. Okay, let's go back this way. We should have that gate should be open now. Okay, by the way, chicken's doing fine, in case you're wondering. Nice bit of roast.
Follow us, Papa. We know the way.
Okay. Well, maybe we're being led on by the ghosts of our dead children, although that means the guy downstairs is lying to us about our children being stuck down here. We might not have our best interests at heart. Okay, we've gone that way. I'm lost already, because I walked away. Big old busted pipe. Uh-oh.
Hold still, for God's sake, hold still, child. Don't let it get into your eyes. I'm gonna rinse it out now. There. It will be fine. You just need to lie down. Enoch, look to your brother. How many times have I told you not to play in the cellar?
Okay, memories. Chemicals in the eyes. Nice. What sort of chemicals? It could be anything. Can't be that bad if he's just washing it out and it's fine. Not hydroxide, I'm presuming then. Have I now gone in the circle? Don't get too angry if I have. That's different. Okay. I'll go that way in a minute. We can't go back here. No. That's alright. That's a gate back to where we came anyway. It doesn't matter. Bit of wreckage there.
I told you he'd come.
Strange inflection there. He'd come. I told you he'd come. You know. Yeah. Let's have a listen. Let's have a listen to the old wax cylinder.
Extraordinary. Quite extraordinary. And you built it all. Good God, man. You have been busy.
It is wonderful how tragedy focuses the mind. What else was I to do? Fall into grief, pine and fade in my hopelessness? Why not then simply die in that jungle amongst those dead temples?
You went on a holiday, on an expedition with the kids. Did the kids die while you were on your expedition in South America? Is that what you're telling us? And you brought the bodies back. And you spent the rest of your time doing this, whatever this is. Is this the shot from the starting from the loading screen? It might well be, mightn't it? Do I have to stand on the fan, blowing up the kilt while I'm doing this? Okay, we can't throw the switch yet, so I presume we've got to do these first. Oh, we've got an off switch there. We've got two things we can't change. It ain't moving. Oh, I'm putting it wrong. It's on off, it can't go to on. So... I can't... Oh, I can grab that. Huh? Oh, I don't like this. This is like a terrible idea. You know, it's a good thing it's Mundus and not me. I can't move that one. Can I grab this now? Do I want to be steamed? I'm not sure I want to be steamed, you know. Okay, can I do this one now? That's now come on. The gauge is kilograms per centimetre. We're adjusting the pressure there. That pressure's dropped. And now we can go out. We turn it back off again. We can't. Whatever that was about. Frightfully important. Why would you have this weird... It's like a pressure door. And now you're back in the house again. That don't make no sense, Mundus. And why is that lady got a knife in her hand and looks like a baby in the thing? What's going on there? She's got a slightly crazy look on her face. I don't like that at all, that one. A book or something, I can't quite read it. That looks like it's backwards. It's like backwards and upside down. Mansenreich? No, Diffransenreich? But the cover's upside down. Okay, so we've got house and factory. Well, house is there, I guess. We've got, God help us. Those are pig carcasses being cut in two, aren't they? They've been. It's like a butcher's shop. When you cut them, the carcasses are hanging up. They come in like that, and you cut them in two, and you take all the innards out. And then you've got sausage making. Well, stuff for presumably sausages. It's just mincing. Look at the size of the people. It's a huge mincer, isn't it? Look at that. We've got... I'm not quite sure what that is. Pipes, and then... like storage containers down here. It's an interesting old map, isn't it? Eh? It's an interesting layout. I look forward to finding all the things hanging up. All the pig carcasses hanging up. Anything else around here? Let's check the drawers. I've been forgetting that before, haven't I? Let's get the drawers. We've got books. We don't care about books. Give us notes. We're going to read some stuff. Yeah, what about in here? Nothing. What a swizz. Got me all excited. Let's just check we've not missed anything. Nah, look at that. That book again. Bumholes. Right. Oh. The collar, the neck, the noose. From the window he could see almost to the docks, where they were still pulling hair out of the gratings. God knows what it's saying. What it's about, says the paper boy. The talk is of murder. Pulling hair out of the gratings. Industrial accident. The last video was a bit out of control, wasn't it? Should we call this one here? I think we'll call this one here. If I can keep them a bit shorter, we'll keep them about 20 minutes. We'll catch up again next time. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself. See you again for more mentalness next time. Take care of yourself.